You still there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I've been online and I've tried, I guess this is the third time, to fill out the constituent form online to send over some information. I want to know what steps myself and others in the community can do to show this office reason to create legislation to, get behind the cause, if you will. Can you provide me with an email address that I can send this info over to and I guess fix whatever problem you got going on with the site?
With the state, you said, sir?
Say that again?
You said regarding what issue?
I'm sorry, sir. Say that one more time, a bit louder.
You said, what is this regard? Like, I'm asking, what is this regarding, sir?
Yeah, it's judiciary issues. Asking that legislation be created that would require states to create certain educational programs, do things like put up signs at the border, create translations of criminal laws, education for interactions with law enforcement, something Texas has but other states do not.
Yes, sir. One second.
You're going to have to speak up, sir. I got a machine running in one ear, and I'm on a poor line and bad reception.
Okay, 1 minute.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Sir?
Yes.
So, you said you're a constituent?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay, yeah, so when you go on Congressman McCAUL's website, it should allow you to just type in your zip code, and then you'll be able to
Right, but it's not.
email.
Yeah, there's a form. It's a constituent email form. I couldn't tell you exactly what it says, but it didn't let me put it through. When I clicked submit, it gave me an error message. And I had computer problems, so I can't tell you if it's my computer or if it's your computer's, but that ain't working for me. That's why I'm asking you if you have a specific email I can send this over to. I promise I won't share it with anybody.
Yes. 1 moment.
A bit louder? Yes, sir.
I said, 1 moment, sir.
Yes, sir. 1 moment. I'll wait.
Sir?
Yes.
So I'd be happy to just write down your message, and then I'll be able to pass it on to the congressman.
Okay. So, give me a second. Let me shorten this up, and we'll start with the important stuff first. You got your pen handy?
I do, sir.
All right. I want you to read this back to me, so give me a second. All right, hold on. Let me try to word this. All right. So how would I say asking what this office needs to create legislation? I guess say that. Asking what this office needs to get behind and draft legislation or research it.
Asking what the office needs to draft legislation. Got it.
Yes. Around these issues. On these issues, around these issues, the message of conveyance isn't necessarily as long as it conveys. So on these issues, requiring all states and federal jurisdictions, requiring all states and federal jurisdictions
Requiring all states and federal jurisdictions.
Yes. Requiring all states and federal jurisdictions create materials for educating into interactions with law enforcement.
Educating interactions with law enforcement.
Right.
Got it.
That all states and federal jurisdictions, this can carry on from that first states and federal jurisdictions, create translations of criminal laws, not governing laws, translations of entire sites, let's say just starting criminal laws. Translations of criminal laws.
Translations of criminal laws.
Signage to inform people that they're entering the country, posted along the border. If you want to put them on the wall, I'd say put them on the wall. Maybe you could put a brief introduction onto the crime, the penalty of crossing over illegally. I think it's a crime, correct?
To enter the country illegally.
Right. Lastly, let's go with, give me a second. Increased accessibility to these materials.
Accessibility to these materials.
Right, meaning that persons who want to know information about their rights and responsibilities when interactions with law enforcement occur can simply go online to a site that maybe it has a picture, just like you got, those posters that you got at every workplace or public building you go to. They got, either OSHA laws or, workers' rights laws. I think that the same thing, myself and others, think that this same information should be available about laws so people know what their rights and responsibilities are. Same reason for having translations, so that persons can sit down and say, all right, well, if it's my responsibility to report crime when I see it, if I see an illegal alien, or if I see a whole house full of them, then since now there's translations, I know that I'm supposed to call somebody, well, then they can make that call. Same thing with the signage. People will be aware of the debt that they will have for crossing over illegally. Determining whether or not that makes them ineligible for, ineligible for citizenship for crossing over illegally because it makes them a felon or a criminal. That and so on and so forth. Now I realize that, this is getting a little more political, and that would make it a lot more complicated to get these improvements done.
Hey, Sarah.
But I don't think that.
Sarah,
Yes.
I got your message, and I'd be happy to pass it along. We're getting a high influx of calls right now, and
All right, you're gonna have to speak up a bit more, sir. What information do you need from me?
I have your number right here, 512-297-8742, and then can I just get your last name?
Woodall, W-O-O-D-A-L-L.
Got it. Well, I appreciate you calling. I'd be happy to pass along your message.
Right, so I don't take any more of your time. What timeline can I expect to hear a reply from? 1 week, 2 weeks?
That I'm not sure, sir, but as I said, you know, your message is being passed along to the congressman.
All right. Well, I do appreciate it. If I don't hear anything from you in 2 weeks, I'll give you a call back.
Sounds good, sir.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Have a good day, sir.